everyone, today I'm going to show you 4 of my favorite places to find free fonts for wedding invitations. There's a lot of different things that you can use for free, but just be careful about the licensing. All of these will be usable for free for personal use, but I'll make sure to distinguish which ones you can use for commercial use as well, because there's slightly fewer options for free fonts that are going to be used on things that you actually sell. So let's dive in. Hi, I'm Laney. I'm a wedding invitation designer. I love to teach people how to design wedding invitations and run successful invitation businesses. I have a free 7-day invitation design crash course that you can sign up for in the description of this video. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, fonts. I have like 900 fonts or more. It's insane. So Google Fonts is going to be the best place to just find good, quality, generally free fonts that anyone has access to for any reason. You can sort by your categories. You can search different things like, I didn't test this, but if you're looking for a certain one, you can find it by searching. And you can also type something in, so Laney is cool, and you'll be able to see all of the fonts or see that text in every single font. A lot of these fonts they'll say how many styles they have. So for wedding invitations, it's nice to choose a font that has multiple styles. For instance, this one has thin, extra light, regular, medium, semi-bold, and bold. And some of those styles will be like italics, bold, all caps, small caps, etc. So I like to use ones that have lots of different styles, because then you can keep your fonts simple and only have maybe 2, which I think 2 is generally the max you should use on your wedding invitation, but you could use like the thin and the thicker. You could use italic to draw attention to something. So you can use the same font without making it look boring and still having a little differentiation between different things. So love Google Fonts. All of these can be downloaded pretty much by anyone. Canva is another great place that you might want to be designing your invitations if you are just designing your invitations for the first time and you're not looking to actually become a graphic designer. And Canva has a ton of beautiful fonts picked out that you can choose from here. You can even search, this is just the A's and the B's. So they have so many. Some of them do overlap with Google Fonts, and then some of them will be on the Canva premium package. But for instance, if you're only designing one invitation, you could just grab that for a month and use those. If you're trying to become an actual graphic designer or invitation designer, I don't recommend learning Canva. It's not that you can't design invitations on Canva, but you're going to want to be using the industry standard, which is the Adobe Creative Cloud, Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop. I have tons of videos on these on my channel. And it's not because you can create more beautiful things there. It's just because it's the industry standard. If you're ever asking someone for a tutorial, talking to your printers about a file, if there's ever an issue with any of your files, people are going to help you fix it in Adobe because they know Adobe, because that's the industry standard. They're not going to be able to help you fix it in other platforms. But Canva is a wonderful platform for someone who's designing their invitations, or at first, or if you're designing a lot of templates. Canva is a wonderful platform, and they have a ton of beautiful fonts. If you do have an Adobe Creative Cloud license, then you have access to Adobe Fonts. These are free and usable for commercial purposes as well, just like Google Fonts and Canva's fonts. Let's search, I don't know which one. Oh, Mrs. Eves is like one of the most beautiful fonts. And this is in Adobe, and I love it. You can also go into families, font packs. You can search by foundries or designers. I really like to click this recommendations button because they show you things kind of in use, which I think just gives you a much better feel for the font than seeing it, in white and black on here. And they have a lot of nice font pairings. So you could decide that you like something here. Let's see if we can find something. This ranch dressing one could be used for a wedding invitation, although it looks like ranch dressing. And then you just can activate it right here. But it'll give you options like this would be really cute for a wedding invitation. This whole party pack would be really cute for a wedding invitation. So they give you a lot of options for pairing the fonts together, and then all the fonts pictured on here are in Adobe Fonts, and you'll be able to access them. With all the Adobe fonts, you'll just need to activate them. They don't automatically come in your Creative Cloud, so you need to activate them here or within your Creative Cloud app, sign into your account, etc., and then they'll be available when you open Illustrator, Photoshop, etc. And then a last place for free fonts is Dafont.com. This is huge. There's so many things. You can search by all these different categories. Curly is probably a really popular one for wedding invitations. All of these are free, but for personal use. Some of them might be free for other use as well. Let's find one. These are very, very curly. Let's do calligraphy. I think curly is a little much. Okay, so this Hello Honey is cute. You could use this for a wedding invitation. So you can see when you click on it exactly what it's free for. Please contact me before any commercial use. And a lot of them do have the links to purchase them for commercial use if you want them. So I actually really like this website just for searching for fonts, but then I'll go on and purchase the commercial use. However, if you are just designing your own wedding invitations, you can use any of these for personal use with no issues. And again, just like with the other ones, you can just type in your names, which I think is really helpful when you're doing the invitation because that's one of the big pieces. And you can go through and see all the different fonts in your names, which starts to lose meaning after a while, but is helpful for choosing the right font. Okay, and then if you're not finding what you want from these free sites and you're willing to spend a little bit of money on your fonts, this is my favorite site, Creative Market. I'll link it below for you to search for fonts that you are going to purchase. And some of them are very reasonable. My font is $14. If you're looking for something, you can always find, like this bundle has tons of fonts in it for $29. So does this, and you can mix and match within those. And then you can find all these fonts, like this is $12, $14, $19, etc. So I think there's a lot of really beautiful ones here. But if you don't want to spend any money on it, you can check out these free resources. As a reminder, we got Canva, Google Fonts. If you do have an Adobe subscription, then you can use Adobe Fonts, and then Dafont.com, which it's hard to say in a serious voice. But I hope you enjoy these. While you're here, check out some more of our invitation design videos, and don't forget about our 7-day free invitation design crash course if you're interested in becoming a wedding invitation designer. Thanks, everybody.